So my XRP friends, welcome to a new update video. It's Friday, which means it's time once again to take a look at the XRP charts. And not just that, but we'll also be taking a general look at all the ISO coins since the standard is slowly but surely on its way, which could in turn lead to some hype. That's why today we'll definitely be taking a closer look at XRP, XLM, and HBAR. As we've already seen, Quant has already had its first bigger pump at this point. So that's why today we're taking a very close look at exactly these coins. But before we get started, as always, feel free to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, join the free Telegram talk and Signal group. There you'll always get the latest info whenever I enter any trades, as well as updates about the bot I've just launched. You'll also hear more about that in just a moment, definitely at this point. And if you're still looking for an exchange where you can trade all of this, you can of course do it on my partner exchange BingX. You'll find the link down in the video description. By doing so, you support the channel, or rather support me, and you'll get generous bonuses of up to 11,500 USDT. You can secure these for your start in the trading world, so definitely check it out. You probably won't find a better deal. Alright, let's dive in. So XRP is currently at $2.22. The chart doesn't look good. The chart looks absolutely not good. We formed a lower low, but it's also worth noting that the 4-hour time frame at least didn't close below this wick, but actually above it. That's a positive sign at this point. Then the volume has slowly but surely returned, and if we draw the fib level here, we can now assume that this was wave 1 up to almost $2.42. Now we've come down into the golden pocket at $2.20. And then our technical price target for a possible wave 3, if we go up here and then wave 2 comes down, our target for wave 3 is currently between $2.72 and $2.88. So you can see here as well, it's an option that we first move into the bullish area here, or rather into this sell zone. And you can also see that if this wave 3 extends, we're actually already back up here at our other sell zone. We're just making a minimal adjustment to it now. And then if wave 3 were to be disproportionate, our wave 3 target would also be up here at this point. That means not much has really changed in our price targets, even though the price has continued to drop. Still, it has to be said at this point, the price does not look good. Really, it doesn't. On the daily chart, we've formed lower lows. We've fallen below our support zone again as of yesterday. The day before yesterday, we had another push upwards. Yesterday, we were sold off again, and now we're back below it. This doesn't look good, and I really say this about every altcoin at the moment. If you're buying altcoins, you need to be aware of the risk that, especially with XRP at this point, we could drop significantly lower. I said it in last week's video. Seeing 70 to 60 US cents in a bear market would not surprise me. That means anyone buying XRP at this point has to expect that we could see a sell-off of 60 to 70% here. Of course, there's still a chance that we're still in a bull run, or that we might somehow reach the sell zones up here. But you have to be aware, if we only hit the first one, that's 22%, the second 42%, the third then 75%, and the fourth would be 137%. Is the risk worth it to you to potentially lose 70% for a possible gain of between 50% and 100%? Then go for it at this point. But if it's not worth it to you, and that's why I'm saying this so bluntly, then I would definitely stay away. At the moment, due to the overall market phase, and we don't know if there will ever be another altcoin season, it's a difficult decision. What can be said, however, is that right now, the ISO coins are pumping a bit more. Quant started yesterday with the first bigger, thicker candle. I haven't opened a long position in HBAR yet, but HBAR also looks good at the support level. What I did open though was a position in XLM, a bot. I wanted to show you again that I'm opening it now. Oh, it's already in here. The XLM bot has been opened slightly in the red. I'll share it with you in the Telegram group in a moment, so you can basically copy it as well. But I've just opened it now. Other than that, HBAR was bought a bit more on spot at this point. Otherwise, I haven't done anything. That's the risk now, and that's why I want to go into it a bit more in this video, because I think everyone has to deal with it now. Either you buy now like crazy because you think, okay, the bull run will definitely continue, or we go hello into the bear market and prices completely crash. And I just have to tell you this clearly, it's a 50-50 situation. Either you get fucking rich, sorry for my language, or it all goes completely wrong. And everyone just has to realize that for themselves right now. In my opinion, when I look at Bitcoin and things like that, the top could be in. Of course, there are always smaller recoveries and things like that. but for me, we're just moving more and more into a bear market. That's my personal opinion, which you don't have to care about at this point. But as I said, it's just extremely risky to enter any positions right now or to buy anything spot for that matter. The only suggestion I can make to you, as I said, is that on the 4-hour chart, we are currently in this wave 2 and now pushing into wave 3. That would be a good solid price increase for XRP right into our target range of $2.72 to $2.89. That would be great. But on a larger scale, we have to admit we're actually in pretty bad shape. I mean, really in bad shape. If we take a look at this, we've fallen below our descending triangle. We even retested the supports negatively and kept falling further. Lower lows, lower highs, that's not really what we want to see. Still, in the short term, there's hope for prices like these again. That might also be another opportunity to exit here. But otherwise, it's really damn difficult. Anyone who has the guts now, do it, have the guts. But as I said, you need to be aware that a 60 to 70% price drop from this point on is absolutely possible. I have to be that clear with you at this point, even if there might still be an ISO hype coming. As I said, we can see it with Quant. H-bar is still kind of stagnating a bit. Whether there will be a bit more to come remains to be seen. Also on the 4-hour time frame. Here, there's just a bit of volume missing, but even here we have the chance to work our way back up a little. Let's wait and see. As I said, the next few days will show how things will ultimately turn out here. But I'm definitely curious. I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to write your price predictions in the video description below, or let me know how you see things at the moment. Are you bullish, bearish, or are you already completely out of the market? Write it in the comments, and otherwise I'd say we'll hear from each other again in the next video. I wish you a great start to the weekend. As I said, feel free to check out Pinex, where I've now started the bot. You still have the chance here to get up to $1,000. If you make a deposit, you can get $500 as a bot bonus. You can, for example, put that into XLM, simply a bot for free. Why not? Important to mention. All right, with that, I wish you a great start to the weekend. That's it from me. Until then, ciao, ciao. And as always, stay great.